Thank you. Thank you for participating in this experiment. So now we can lock down everything. Go for the throw doesn't really hit the mites. Oh, he thinks? Oh, wow. I look like this lad after this good game. He doesn't realize that the cards do stuff. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and guys, even though this is a rotation-proof deck, this already crushes the ladder. This deck is on another level. I think this might be the best archetype. Like, Jeskai seems incredible for the future standard, and we ranked up with this one like crazy. Honestly, with Emperor gone, I think Lightning Helix might be the best replacement, just because it destroys a creature in live games, exactly like the Emperor. On top of this, we have a different game plan compared to the other control. Chandra doubles Helix, so that means you can actually burn your opponent super quickly. Even with like 2 Helixes and Chandra, this could be 20 damage to the face. And this combined with Stoic Sphinx, and I know you will laugh, but after you've seen the games with Aven Interrupter, you will completely change your mind how deadly this card can be. You can actually burn your opponent super quickly. You cast Sphinx at the end step, then you go Chandra plus 2 Helix. This is already 11 damage from basically empty board. Alright, and about the rest you will see in the games. Honestly, if you want to support this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really makes a difference, so I'm extremely thankful for everyone who subscribed so far. Thank you guys, you are the true heroes of this channel. And with that being said, let's go into the games. They will be messy, they will be intense, and they will be entertaining, so enjoy. Alright, opponent goes for... I'll be honest, this is not a good hand at all. We don't even have blue mana. Like, I think we actually needed to mulligan that. Bye Chandra, thank you for participating. Unfortunately now we kinda know we probably won't get Chandra, but you know, maybe. We still don't have blue mana for some reason. Epicure, alright, so we know we need a land for the... Okay, I'll take it. But we need more lands probably. We already have one, right? It's a great card, don't get me wrong, but I think we need something that varies our options, because the only value you are getting from this one is after you go to turn 4, play this one, then you go to turn 5, and that's the first time where this makes any difference. And, you know, we are at turn 1, trying to survive on the draw, and you know how it goes. So the best play is to tap this, then Gleeful Demolition, and tap those. That's the best play, right? Or Gleeful Demolition and Knight of Chaos, because they could also do this. So let's see. They have red mana. However, they have to have red mana because they played Warden for 1 white. So we don't know if that's Gleeful Demolition, the best case. Oh my god, like... Do you play your... Like, what were the other options? Oh well, I have Gleeful Demolition, I have 1 red mana, and I have an artifact that... I'm just not feeling it today, you know? Like, I think I will just not play this and pass the turn, because I like playing a game. This never happened. So, we go like this. We will probably try to get lost the Warden. They need to pump it beforehand. The worst case scenario is Knight of Chaos right now. So we are already in the worst case scenario. On the draw, against Gleeful Demolition opening perfectly together with the Warden. So you know it's bad. Let's see how bad it is. They can already tap 2, but that means they are not committing more to the board? Interesting. That suggests it is possible they don't have Knight of Chaos, because you usually use Convoke to fuel that. Interesting. This is very interesting, because if I get lost right now, they might use the map tokens. Do I want it? Not super really. This is 7 damage, we'll be at 12. I mean, they will get the card from the clue if we don't. We have a lot of sorcerer speed removal, so I think it's a little bit better because it forces them to tap the mana. Like, if they played anything, I would not do it. But I think with this, they will tap the mana. That prevents at least 1 card. So sure, they can. So for example, if they hit a land, it's better for them to use map tokens. If that's not a land, we actually get advantage over this because we don't care about the counters and we prevent the clue being used because we will temporary lockdown on the next turn. We'll use this for white mana. We don't have anything blue, unfortunately, but we need to draw a blue mana at some point, right? That's not amazing, but that also means we have the Mirex mana. We have blue for the next turn. All right, I'm doing it. So I think they okay. Unless they really wanted the crew. Okay, man, that's actually better, right? They will play a land probably, so they have 1-drop recruiter potential. That's like 5-6 damage usually, 6 with Epicure. So we are at 10. And I'm counting lethals when there's empty board after a sweeper. Like, this is where we are. They only have 1 red mana, that kinda limits them. Alright, definitely extremely good draw for them. Shivan Reef. So I can sweep all of this and get them to a stage of the bat. At the cost of 1 no more lies. I kinda like it. Let's pain ourselves. In this case, I should probably use Mirex. Okay, so no more lies and something. And I'm not sure what something is. I want the Interrupter, I want the lockdown. I honestly think it's Mirex, man. This is enough to kill everything. You don't need to, discard expensive card. We need to keep them low, because after wave 3, there is a chance they might stop having value. Wave 3! And they're still going. Let's see how much they actually are even with a control deck, basically, in the cards drawn. That's fine. They cannot use Mirex. However, they have many options. To be fair, the cool part about Boros is that they have those trinkets, so there are a lot of small decisions in when you draw, when you cycle card, which card you cycle, this kind of stuff. Demolition Field is nice. I don't want to lock down because then they will use all of those. And we are only getting 2. And with Aven Interrupter, I think we have better plays on the table. Like, we can start trading here for free. Sure. The Convoke might be a problem. It might be a problem. They need Knight of Chaos desperately to start, getting card advantage over control. Yep, we are even. 46 to 46. And they are winning on the value game. Alright. Knight of Chaos can happen, but we can get Interrupter then. And that's insane, because we can remove the creatures and then they get no value. Yep. Do you have it? Do you have it? Man, they're taking forever with this. Like, bro, what were the choices? Thank you for participating in this experiment. Alright, cool. So now we can lock down everything. That means they cannot Knight of Chaos really. And honestly, I will go with Demolition Field here. And we will take hopefully a basic, right? I have basics in my deck. I have double white, so I need just any, but I didn't pay too much attention to this, after I activated the Demolition Field. Oh no, they need to make a decision now. Do you take a land or do you not take a land? Alright, we fixed their red problem a little bit. Let's go for it. Man, the island is insane. We actually needed it. And now we get rid of everything, right? That prevents the Convoke fully. And I'm high enough that I don't need to care about the Recruiter. Like, it's just 3 damage one time. Alright, this is interesting. This is definitely interesting. Now they need like 1... Okay, but with 1-drop they still need to pay the extra mana here, right? I'm not sure how Convoke works with the tax, to be absolutely honest. This could be something with this card to ill-timed explosion later. So you know what, let's just pressure our opponent. He's only having 8 turns to live. I'm sure this will just kill them. If we hit Sphinx, that will be different though. A weird one, but I think we have to get the cards. Why would I do it? What's wrong with me? Moment I clicked it, I realized you don't want... I need to admit to my mistake. You don't need to discard it. I'm a dummy dum-dum, you know? I needed this land, and I didn't want to discard cards, and I still did. I don't know, man. I don't know. But, okay. My excuse. I'm trying to use a deck in the worst possible way, so you know that the deck is good because I'm not playing it very well. That's my idea, alright? This is how we roll here. This is kinda scary, but let's keep attacking. We'll start countering every spell he will make, so I think despite this insane blunder, we will still win. And that's how you know, battle test the deck. You just need to make sure that you always win. They can resort reinforcements, but I think it's worth 3 extra cards. So we will be at 10, worst case. And best case, he does nothing. Which seems to be the case. You know what? The Anchorage is an interesting one. Aven Interrupter, go my minion, go. I tell you, this just slowly kills them. Man, this did so much. Prevented Knight of Chaos and dealt 10 damage. Imagine, 3 mana deal 10 damage. Alright, this is definitely something we want to counter spell. And I actually will go like this. We want a hard counter spell here. Drawing cards is nice. I don't need so many tap lands. Like we will, like in 2 turns, the game will probably be over. We can kill this, by the way, with Get Lost, and we're stacking some counter spells. Yep, we need as much mana as possible. It's too early to go for the Anchorage, especially that it doesn't increase lethal with the counters. It's only like, you know, with the face, so it's not worth it yet. Now we can go for 2-turn lethal if we want to. But it's slow, but it's good. You just need as much mana as possible. I think I will go for untapped land if I can. Knight of Chaos as a hard cast. That's something. Alright, that hits our Fires of Victory perfectly. Alright, so 0 Convoke. He can look at the 6 cards and choose 0 of them. And that's 1 damage. There should be more, so that's why I'm allowing this one. Here's the gateway. I mean, it doesn't do anything. Sure, I think they're baiting counter spells and they're not doing a great job at it. I thought he might respond with Resort Reinforcements. I see, so this is the card we counter, right? The ordering is pretty awful, but it doesn't matter. We cannot hit Sphinx at the end step, so let's just go for the kicker. Get 1 extra card. We'll deal 5 damage. See? Everything is tailored. After discarding, we are making a pretty good game, you know? After the ill-timed explosion discard, that definitely was a great play. See, we are battle testing the deck. We are still winning, so know that even if you mess it up, this deck wins anyway. that's what we want from a deck. So, 2-turn lethal seems nice, right? But at the same time, we can just go 3 steps ahead. They have 2 cards, 4 mana. It's not amazing to cast whatever. I think we take 1 more turn. He doesn't have enough damage if we leave untapped all the answers. You can even use the Anchorage as a blocker, worst case scenario. But we can 3 steps ahead draw cards and then go Get Lost, so we can counter 2 of his 3 cards. That means he, at the best case, he has 1 card that needs to deal 10 damage, and that's not really possible. Oh boy, Shuffler, you had to do this dirty way. Alright, so we either super win or super lose, because we will survive against the aggro. Man, it seems that we both have absolutely weird hands. But I have chosen not to mulligan, alright? We are going for the hard sell. And with Thundering Force, I think we should... You know what? There is a chance. Alright, I will take turn 2 off, just to make sure I get a better decision. Mono black. Alright, so we know the matchup. Kinda. Let's go for this one. Normalize is absolutely amazing. This is the card. Alright, so all the lockdowns and all the lands are kinda wasted. Scrap that, it's actually pretty good. But not on this turn, right? We will probably take 6 damage from this. Ill-timed explosion is okay. Not only it draws cards, but it also kills creatures. We need to be careful of Shorted. We need to make sure that, you know, it doesn't happen. Alright, I guess we have to counter this one then. Not amazing, not amazing. Alright. The problem is that the next turn is shorted. I think we go Sphinx, but the problem is that he wins the race then, and this has lower toughness than Shaw. Alright, I will try, but I don't think it's a winning play. We'll probably need to go really all in. No fear of the Emperor, alright. Good for our opponent. He might just go Mirex. Just don't shard it. Everything else, just don't shard it. You know what? I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. This actually hurts him more than it hurts us. Especially that he will start discarding removal right now. I can deal with everything that isn't Shaw. And you can see how Sphinx is absolutely amazing here. Honestly, we could go lockdown. If I lockdown. Okay, so I go back to four cards on the next turn. And I think we just draw cards here. Yeah, I think this is it. Because then we have enough. We don't discard anything, I believe. Because then we have enough for the next turn to kill Shordet. So if he plays Shordet, we kill it at the upkeep at the cost of 5 mana probably. We can also just get lost it. Trespasser. Very annoying for sure. But I think we can win the race. Most likely. And he didn't go for a creature. Maybe everything is exiled. I'm not sure. Alright, alright. So I want definitely to lock down while he is tapped. And then we potentially get lost. I'm not super sure about it, but it feels the right... It feels like a right choice. Yeah, let's go. I can trade cards for cards because I have fires. Man, my commentary is not on point. But you know what is? Our win rate. Alright, Smork. Now he needs another creature. I will keep this card in hand just to get some extra damage from fires. Our opponent instantly got the punish we were talking about. Alright, this will be scary. This will definitely be scary. Huh. That's rough. I won't be able to raise him. I need some better draw for the next turn. This is a dead card. Alright, we cannot attack here. Unfortunate. He will get the double map tokens. There's nothing we can do about it. And we wasted one of our good removals for Shorted. Rat out. Alright, not the card they want. Too weak. This is against red. Alright then, we go to blockers. You know what, this way we kinda solve the issue. It's not amazing. So first we go to the damage. Because I need to make sure that this happens. This could be a removal, so if I play a spell, this could be very different. We'll take some damage, but we are getting there. We are getting there. Sure, that absolutely caught me off guard. Alright, they will have Mirex, which is a problem, and they will have the first one. Alright, Demolition Field is a very nice draw. Man, I can only play one of those lands. Alright, alright. We know which one it is. They will get the map token. Alright, we have to use it. And unfortunately our opponent has two of them, so it actually doesn't make much difference. Like, we are drawing clans right now, so I assume we will lose because we will never draw anything good. Yep, that's how it is. We play the land that gives us potential. Man, I tell you, this is like the fourth land from the top. Like, the whole point of control deck is that they can keep going and draw cards. If you draw lands, you cannot fight one for one. They also got rid of double lockdown. And Jace is something okay, but it's way too late probably. I mean, we will play it. I can negate one of the tokens, potentially. It slows down the timer a little bit, right? Let's go like this. It's not amazing, but if we hit Sunfall, we can get bigger token this way. And that might make a difference. Charlotte did so much damage this game. They should just keep hitting face. Even if I draw some cards, like they cannot really prevent it. And this is the last turn. So they're just waiting with the Mirrex. They decided that Mirrex is the play. Alright, this might be something that gets us back in the game. I need to play Chandra and +1 probably. But I might as well see the Tenacious Underdog. It would be safer to mill myself. Alright, this is huge. Okay, this is actually huge. So we can go Chandra and then double kill the Might. Okay, I think with this draw we are winning. This is extremely efficient against them. And don't forget, we used the Jace -2. So it gets... Oh my god, he really has this. I think he has some Planeswalker removal. But it could be Edict. So he cannot kill Chandra. We can name the Jace. I think that's possibly what is going on. Because he was like responding to something. Right out. Alright, that's fine. That is actually fine. And we will do this. Oh no, I doubled the spell, right? No, we didn't. So I can do it now. What is the chance they will go another Shelly? Alright, so the reason to remove stuff right now is that now he only has a cut down or rat out. On the next turn he can start using different removal. And I mean, if he has rat out, Go for the Throat doesn't really hit the Mites. Oh, he thinks? Oh, wow. I look like this lad after this good game. Alright, so let's go. Our opponent is super sure of his victory. He doesn't realize that the cards do stuff. And we can double it. I think we go on the poison guy, just because it's also an artifact. Cool. He will probably kill it and feel super smart about it. Sure. Man, look at this guy. Let's see if he's aware that Chandra has a passive ability. Oh, now we are reading. Alright, the point is, even if he kills this one, that means he doesn't kill us. Cool. Oh, not a good game in the end. He also doesn't have mana to show that right now. Oh, now we are reading cards. Alright. So how do we do it? I think we can burn some cards, right? First, to be absolutely honest. Let's take our time. Our opponent will leave the game after this absolute fiasco. So we can start pumping Jace. Because I don't want to give him a Tenacious Underdog. That will be a problem. So I think we just go like this. We burn 5 cards from our library. But with this we +3. How do you work? Until the end of your next turn. Alright, so we can cast 3 steps ahead. I think for this reason we'll main phase this. And don't forget, they cannot counter the phase ones. Well, where's your good game now, my friend? And we're doing it because he probably will never cast anything into those counter spells, so we'll just double 3 steps ahead and get some card advantage. I don't think he will cast anything during our turn, so we probably can burn. Man, this guy just plays into everything. So, first... Oh. I forgot you can only use one of the cards. Man, this was an absolute mess, but you know what? Chandra absolutely picked it up. And our opponent, you know what? I think he deserved a good game from us. Alright, we're going first. Our mana base is very good. And with Thundering Falls, I think we should be able to hit the third land. So we are taking any land, basically. I would prefer anything with blue, but we don't have this luxury. And our opponent is a control deck, Azorius Control. I see. So this will be anti-Emperor. Our hand is not amazing against control. We have one counter spell that we cannot cast, and one Chandra. Basically we have 3 cards for this matchup. Rest doesn't matter. This kinda matters because you can cycle it, but that's it. Alright, I mean we both have lockdowns. Aven Interrupter. Can be interesting, but only on key turn. It's good against the Emperor as such. We'll just okay. Second counter spell we cannot play, and this will be weird. I need to start hitting my blue mana, you know, but other than this, like, our draws are acceptable. Bro, do you feel this power of both decks? At least we know we are on the same page, you know? This was the top draw, basically. Alright, extremely good draw. Okay, this is big. Whoever plays the spell first is in a lot of troubles, which is kinda funny. Our opponent has Mirrex, which is really great for them. That means they never need to tap. Listen, it's not the best play in the world, you know, but it's a play in the world. This won't be a big deal, they will just use removal for 2 mana. Alright. That's huge, they're not going for the Mirrex. I wonder what this is. Why would you cast like this? I love it. Alright, we got a counter spell for this, that is amazing. Well, I know what is not amazing. Our lockdowns draw. I think we'll lose. Like our opponent got Mirrex and we didn't, so that's kinda it. Listen, he really didn't like it last time. Oh right, that's right. They couldn't use Mirrex after using Normal Ice anyway. And we need to get into Normal Ice, because we are not drawing clans even. But you know what, that's a decent deal. We disable Mirrex. Like we are doing a lot of stuff this way. And our draw doesn't really allow anything better. Lands are okay, but we need good stuff, you know, we need card advantage, we need some... By the way, we also play No More Ice, and we probably want Demolition Field. Do I really start trading my counter spells? No, like this is so bad. I cannot protect Chandra, so we cannot play her. Our opponent is not using Mirrex, that's interesting, so they don't want to tap, assuming something bad will happen. Celestus. I mean, that's something. I want him to tap, because then I can resolve Chandra and we can go from there. And we will die to, you know, no more lives, but that's fine. They need the third one. Are they good at magic? No, they just hard counterspell. That means they have Celestus, but we have Chandra right now. And that's interesting. That's a start. My turn. Okay, a land into Chandra, that's for sure, because that's our big play. I'm not really sure how to play this. How do we play this? I can try to go for cards. The risk is that I'm burning my last Jace, Demolition Field and Mirrex. Those are the cards I won't be able to cast. And I really want to. I won't be able to really protect her from get lost. Alright, let's go. Let's see what the final verdict is. Alright, we got no more lies. We actually didn't burn anything important. Alright, so we have a counter spell right now. And we can ill-timed explosion ×2, getting us very serious card advantage. They probably should pass the turn, do nothing, because this gives them, you know, some value with Celestus. Alright, I cannot cast Helix, because it will be a problem. Then they can kill Chandra. They know about No More Ice. Alright, this is nice. Alright, so now we want as much mana as possible. Let's go for double blue, because we are a bit short on blue here. Somehow we really drew weirdly. I should tap differently. I should keep one in the pool. And we decline respectfully. And we do it again. They can get the Mirex token. Memory Deluge. Do we care? They will be able to flashback it anyway. So I don't think we do. I think we try to protect Chandra. We can have one counter spell, but that's it. Mirex is nice. I didn't play land for the turn. That's huge. That's huge. I really don't want to double spell, right? I already did. Alright, I mean, they didn't have the answer for Chandra, it seems. I think they, after Memoriders, they still didn't get lost, and they knew that they cannot answer her, and she's taking over the game. So the plan would be to Lightning Helix into Lightning Helix, that's 12 damage, and then go for -8. Or, you know, something like this, because he's on 21. Alright, guys, I honestly watched the games together with you while editing, and man, those were really cool. Like, I really enjoyed this deck. And I've been trying Jeskai control in a rotation-proof build previously, and honestly, we went more on Intrude on the Mind and Jace plan. And I honestly think that Chandra, Lightning Helix, and Sphinx can be better just because of how aggressive this deck can be. And also, this is kinda the Emperor in a way. If you can time it right, the effect can be very similar. However, it's not easy. So you need to kinda, you know, go in this direction. You can skip on the Jaces completely and just go for the third Sphinx. I think this could be good. However, I wanted to make sure that I can win also the grindy matchup. So one Jace just, you know, fully, supports it. Especially that with 8 counter spells, there is a chance you can just try to protect Jace and keep +1, and you can mill on more than 15 cards. So, you know, that's something you need to keep in mind. Honestly, this build is super fun, and if you can, like, come back from 1 life against the aggro deck with Chandra and Helix so easily, it shows you how powerful the deck can be. Like, Helix that is getting doubled every time completely swings the game, either when you are racing or even just removing 2 different creatures and stabilizing you fully. If they cannot remove Chandra, they will generally lose the game. She's insane. One of the drawbacks of the cards is only that you exile the 5 cards, so you kinda need to be sure that you can win the game because you are milling yourself basically. That's why we have the Jace, because we can actually go for triple or, you know, 2 or 3 +1s and still be ahead in cards very often. So that gives you more, you know, wiggle room basically. The Aven Interrupter is a nice one. This is a card that probably isn't super needed, but I added it to the deck because it is a creature that keeps attacking, so it synergizes with Sphinx, Helix, and Chandra perfectly. This is how you want to play the matchup. And in the games I have played, Interrupter was absolute fire. Like, this won me the Boros game, honestly. Preventing the Knight of Chaos was huge. However, it depends on the situation. This is the card that doesn't really give you the value. Like, if you strap all the mana costs from this, this is basically a 3 mana 2/2 with flying. That's it. Not a control card. However, the extra tempo swing you get, if you do it on the key turn, it will win you the game, because control decks can absolutely punish your opponent for wasting a turn, especially with cards like Silver Scrutiny. So if you can tap for a single turn fully, that might mean like 6 extra cards, and that's enough to win the game. So honestly, Jeskai is so far my favorite build. Like, it feels, thanks to the Helix and No More Lies, like extremely healthy early game, while having access to, you know, lockdowns, ill-timed explosion, and all the blue cardo, especially together with Chandra. It gets you the best cards at every stage of the game, basically. So yeah, honestly, I like the deck. I think it's fire. Oh, you won the score? We went 4-1. we ranked up very heavy with this one, so it was 80% win rate, and we're playing against Boros and we also won, so it seems to be pretty competitive even now, and it will only get better because, for example, the Tenacious Underdog you have seen in one of the games wouldn't happen post-rotation, and we wouldn't need the Emperor to answer it, so we are fighting, you know, basically as an underdog, and we are still winning, so that's always a great sign. Alright, enough of me rambling. I hope you had a great fun. This is a very cool build, so I recommend it heavily. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.